Some good news and some not so good news. Good morning, friends. Just resting upstairs for a little bit because we had a almost 5-hour trip over to Los Angeles. We had an OB appointment this morning for my second trimester screening, and then I had a second chiropractic appointment, second one in a week. So I am trying to let my spine sort of stretch out a little bit after that adjustment. Long story short, I made the grave mistake of sitting down on the toilet like a normal person in the morning to go pee. And my back was like, yeah, this is not good. So I was in a lot of pain for a few days and had to have 2 adjustments. I finally feel like I'm completely back to normal, though I do need to keep icing it and do some exercises that my chiropractor told me to do. So that was all during, Christmas time and everything. And Kameron also had a migraine on Christmas, so we're just a bundle of fun over here. You know what's even weirder than both of us being not feeling well and injured on Christmas is the fact that it was Christmas at all. Because I still feel like we're waiting for December to start. So crazy to me that in a few days it's going to be the new year, and I still feel like we're waiting for December to start, and I don't feel like it was very Christmassy this year at all. Mostly because we didn't get any cool weather at all. It's just been really, really hot down here this year. But I really hope everybody had a good holiday, despite it not really feeling like the holidays. Did anybody feel like it was the holidays? But yeah, Kieran had a really great time opening presents on Christmas morning. And then that night, we also drove up to this area that does this big, light display on all the houses, and he really loved that too. Well, as much as I would just love to stay in bed for the rest of the day, I really do have to get on a walk for my back, and Kieran is in desperate need of some nature after being in the car all day. So I did want to talk about some good news and some not so good news from the OB. I don't know if some of y'all remember back when I had my NT scan, the maternal fetal medicine specialist was really on board with getting me therapy like ASAP, and she told me she was going to send that into my OB to get that rushed for me. That actually didn't happen. I think I just figured that it was something with the holidays, things were delayed because of the holiday, but I guess she just forgot. So I did express to my OB, I was like, I need my therapy. It's so bad. I'm having panic attacks 3 times a week. And a lot of that is because we're at this weird gestation where I definitely know it's the baby that I'm feeling, but then she'll turn a certain way and I don't feel her for the rest of the day or a couple of days or something. So then, that makes me think the worst. But also when I had the really, really bad back pain before I got my first adjustment, I was so focused on the pain, and Kameron actually had to take a couple of days off work because I couldn't function at all. I was in, oh, we're going, Bubba. I was in so much pain that I really couldn't focus on whether I was feeling the baby or not, so I was very anxious. Probably from the pain too, but also because I couldn't really focus on feeling her. And I'll be honest, I have a Doppler, but I haven't used it. I tried using it at 12 weeks and I could not find her. I think I tried 3 separate times and I could not find her. And it was just too triggering, to not find a heartbeat. And I remember using this Doppler. It was hard for me to find Kieran at 19 weeks, so I've been really apprehensive about using it until I know I can reliably find her. I think when I get home, I am actually gonna attempt to find her heartbeat with the Doppler, just because I saw her today. Really good steady heartbeat, and I've been feeling her kicking like crazy today, so I'm not worried that, you know, if I don't find it, that I'm gonna be freaked out or something. So, you know, having a pretty good day in that regard. Oh my gosh, I need to work out more. But anyway, that was kind of the bad news, is that the therapy, and he told me, if you don't hear anything in 2 weeks, like, give us a call. So it's another 2 weeks awaiting on that. When I feel like I'm in a place where I just really need it, you know? Oh, it felt good to get all of that out of me. But, sorry, walking uphill. Now for some good news. So I never talked about this, but at my NT scan, my MFM told me that she didn't think that the hospital would do an early term induction. Even with my history of full term stillbirth, even with a family history of fetal macrosomia, I was over 11 pounds when I was born. My daughter, who was stillborn, was almost 9 pounds at 37 weeks. And my son was almost 7 pounds at 35 weeks. But yeah, she told me she didn't think that the hospital would induce any earlier than 39 weeks, even with fetal macrosomia and full-term stillbirth. She told me, really, we have to find out what the policy is at the hospital and what types of things they will accept for a 37-week induction. And my gosh, lucky for me, I'm really good friends with the nurse manager at the hospital. She was the one who was helping me, coaching me to push with my stillborn daughter. So she was there. She actually stayed past her her shift to help me deliver her. And then when I was hospitalized with Kieran for PPROM, and you had to stay at the hospital for 2 months, she's, you know, checking in on me, and she was my pal, and I have a really good relationship with her. Like, we chat on the phone every now and then, catching up and stuff. Actually, she recently called me when I was about 13 weeks with baby girl and asked me to volunteer to be part of the patient family advisory council for like labor and delivery and stuff. And of course I accepted. I'd love to be part of that, you know, especially with my history and everything. So I reached out to her and told her what was happening and that they didn't think that the hospital would do 39 weeks. And she's like, oh no, we will do 37 weeks for people with a history of third trimester loss. So, woo! She's like, all we need is for your MFM and your OB to both recommend it, and then we are good to go. The really awesome news today is that I didn't have to say much, and my OB was just immediately on board. He was like, yes, 37 weeks, let's do it. Let's get the MFM on board too. So that is, as you can imagine, a massive relief, because that's sort of been looming over my head the past few weeks, not knowing whether we were gonna get that 37-week induction or not. I mean, it wasn't just the fact that it was like, oh, 2 extra weeks to have another potential intrauterine fetal demise, yay. But it was also just, I make big babies, and I just thought about like a 39-weeker for me. Oh God, I would worry about like birth complications or something. I mean, I know my mom got my 11-pound ass out of her in 2 pushes, but I feel like she's otherworldly. she's like a superhero, you know? Anyway, I got my obligatory chiropractic prescribed 30-minute walk-in. Kieran loves these grass things. You want to go through them again? Is it funny? Gotta run home real quick and check the mail, because I think something I ordered for baby girl got left in the mailbox a few days ago, and we just didn't check, so let's go see. Okay, I know the booties aren't super practical, but how cute are those? And then Kieran also has something like this with a little fox that's holding a blanket. I just thought it'd be kind of cute for them to have little matching plushies with blankets. Anyway, thank you for watching. I know it wasn't like a super fun vlog, it was more me venting really, but I think I just really needed to get all of that off my chest. And like I said, thank you for listening as always, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.